right, let me see if I can get myself together here. Another great day in, I guess you could say, in the ministry and the broadcast world. Good afternoon. It's Mother's Day. And, of course, I have a special broadcast that I want to share with you briefly right here on the GMAP Broadcast Network. Good morning, good afternoon, and or good evening. Welcome to the GMAP Broadcast Network. I am Pastor Kevin, and I'm grateful that you have taken a few minutes out of your busy schedule on today to join us here on the #1 faith-based, motivational, and inspirational broadcast network. Now, you know it must be something special if I'm here doing what I do on a Sunday afternoon. Mother's Day, and happy Mother's Day to all you wonderful mothers out there. And, of course, I hope and pray that you enjoy your day on today. As you can tell, we got a special guest in the studio with us on today. And, of course, today is the day that we have set aside to talk to this young man about an awesome event that's coming up soon and very soon. If I'm not mistaken, the event is June 17th, 2 o'clock p.m. And, of course, he has taken time out of his busy day, and I know he's busy. Can't tell me that he isn't busy. As a matter of fact, I know there's a number of us that are busy on today. But, again, before I move on, happy Mother's Day to all of you on this day. We are blessed to be amongst you, and we are blessed that you have taken time out. God bless you, Pastor Bussy. Good to see you this afternoon. I'm Eddie Washington, and all of you who are chimed in here on the GMAP Broadcast Network, and, of course, those that are chiming in on our Facebook Live feed. God bless you. You do realize that we are one of the very selected networks that actually broadcast on Facebook 24 hours a day and do Facebook Live. So one thing, we have Facebook Live. The other thing is we broadcast on Facebook via our Facebook page. Just click on the tab that says GMAP Live Stream. It'll take you to our live 24/7 Facebook broadcast. And, of course, when we pop up from time to time on Facebook Live, you know, here we are. All right. So with that being said, we're going to move right along. I won't do any justice by introducing this young man. I want him to come on board and basically introduce himself, tell him who he is once again, because this time we get to put a face with the voice, and that's always a grateful and a blessed scenario. So with that being said, why don't you take time out and let's go ahead and open up and tell the people who you are.
Hi, I'm Pastor Rodney Russell with Israel's Church of Living God. We're at 2501 Deborah Avenue, or Deborah, as some people say, Zion, Illinois.
All right.
And, I am the pastor there. We've been in service for about 8 years now.
Okay.
And we're having this event that's coming up here on June the 17th.
Uh-huh.
Black History in the Summer, reclaiming our true identity.
Uh-huh.
And so we're going to be showing up our people and others our true identities. We've been called Negroes. We've been called Black. We've been called African Americans,
right.
Afro Americans,
right.
so on and so forth. And we're going to show you our true identity.
You know, I'm excited first and foremost because number one, tell your wife when you get a chance, you got to refresh her system because she is on and she says, I don't see anything, I don't hear anything. Sometimes you got to refresh your system because, you know, we had my upgrades going on, and some people were already there waiting.
Right.
And if they were there waiting and they don't refresh their system, it'll sit there. So, Audrey, if you can hear the sound of my voice, please, by all means, refresh your system, and you will be able to get this live feed. Also, after this is done, it will be available on our Facebook page. We'll make sure that you have it on yours, and so on and so forth. But I'm excited because one thing that's being, I guess you can say, being given to me is confirmation. And a lot of people may not understand different religious groups and so on, or however people really want to address them. But here at the GMAP Broadcast Network, we're always doing something that unifies us as a people. And this is one of those scenarios to where, you know, we we want to make sure that we come together,
Right.
especially if what we're doing has a unique purpose.
Yes.
People don't get this type of thing every day. And, Pastor Russell, this is something that's necessary. Now, you're saying ICC, Israel's
Church of the Living God.
Church of the Living God.
Learning Center.
Learning Center. Now,
Yes.
this isn't your first event when it comes to this Black History Month program.
Right. This is our 7th annual.
Okay, this is the 7th annual.
Yes.
Okay. Now, let me just go ahead and break this thing down real quick while you all are just chiming in. God bless you, Monique. Good to see you. Berlinder Hall, God bless you. Diana, God bless you. Wow, they're popping in like hotcakes. I might have to start being here more often on Sunday. Wow.
Not a bad idea.
Not a bad idea. Hey, to me, it's always good. If you're going to speak, preach, teach, whatever it is that you do it.
Yeah.
Just do it. Do it however you're being led to do it is the way I feel. Now, ICC presents our 7th annual Black History in the Summer program. Black History is not just for 1 month.
Right.
It's not just a February thing.
Right.
Yeah, we didn't.
365.
Right. We not only chose 1 month, but we specifically said February.
The shortest.
Ironically, the shortest month.
Yeah.
Wow. A lot of people may not be really hitting that, but hey, Cynthia, how you doing? A lot of people, you may not understand it, but we have Black History Month right now as the shortest month of the year.
Right.
In this case, Black History is not, something that's just 1 month.
Right.
This is a Black History in the Summer program. And of course, I love the fact that you're stating, and I quote, reclaiming our true identity. We have a lot of people just popping in right now for the very first time.
Okay.
And if before we dive into this reclaiming our true identity, again, happy Mother's Day. It is Mother's Day. God bless each and every one of you. Happy Mother's Day to you all. I want you to introduce yourself just one more time. Tell the people who you are, where you're from, and then let's dive in and talk a little bit about reclaiming our true identity. I think that's important.
Okay, well, like I said earlier, I'm Pastor Rodney Russell of Israel's Church of Living God. Our church is at 2501 Deborah Avenue, or for those who say it, Deborah.
You done got me twice on that one, all right? I'm not going to
Illinois.
give you that opportunity. Yeah.
Zion, Illinois, and we've been established as a church for about 8 years.
Okay.
And so we do welcome the public to come out and join us. We are an Israelite. We are an Israelite church.
Mm-hmm.
I know sometimes people might go on the internet and see other Israelite churches, but our motto is, "My house should be called a house of prayer for all people."
Amen.
And so, like you said earlier, we're here to unite people, not
That's right.
to push them away.
That's right.
And then this dealing with our Black history, reclaiming our true identity. Just if I could just to touch on it.
Yes, sir. Please.
We see it like this, or I see it like this: is that whatever faith you are, Muslim or Christian or Judaism or Hindu, Buddhist, whatever you are, these things that we're going to deal with in the Black History program are happening to our Black community.
Right.
And so we're gonna bring this to you, not only our history, but our history from a biblical standpoint as well.
Okay.
And so, I don't want to give too much away right now. So
Right. I do understand that. I just thought it would be necessary because you said something very important. It really doesn't matter, what religious base you come from. A lot of people, I'm non-denominational, so, when you look at it from that sense.
Yeah.
But a lot of people will base you on your religious representation.
Right.
And they'll give you a whole different. I'm so grateful that you went over. It doesn't matter. We're talking about unifying us as a people.
As a people.
Receive out of this what you can and take it where you please, but at least give it an opportunity to be received.
Right.
Again, this is going to be an awesome event, the 7th annual Black History in the Summer program. And it's going to be on Sunday, June 17th at 2 o'clock p.m. Sunday, June 17th, 2 o'clock p.m. at the Milan Banquet Hall. And the address down there is 651 Lakehurst Road in Waukegan. 651 Lakehurst Road in Waukegan. Knowledge, food, music, refreshments, raffle drawing. Yeah. You got it all worked out. I tell you, you know how to get folk out there, boy. I tell you that, but you know how to get them out there because they are surely coming. So I'm grateful. Black History in the summer, man. And now some of the people around the world that may not be too familiar with the Israelites,
yes,
as a church. Can you just give us just a brief, I guess you can say a brief explanation of who you are as a church?
Okay. Well, like I said earlier, we are the Israelites. Our ancestors wrote the Bible. And so that's what one of the things that we're going to convey in the Black History program, as opposed to being African. We are Israelites or Hebrew Israelites, or Semitic. Some people would say Semitic versus being African or Hamitic.
Okay.
And we do believe in keeping the laws and commandments of God, and we keep the feast days and so on. And, and some of the cleanliness laws, too, that's written in the Bible. And so that's basically what we do. And our main goal is that we do keep the commandments of God, the 10 Commandments, and we keep the Sabbath day, which some people, they go to church on Sunday. That's fine. I mean, if that's what you want to do. But, according to the Bible, the Sabbath day would be, is the seventh day of the week. And so we keep the Sabbath, just to keep it brief. Right.
And, we don't want to give away too much, as you said. And let's just make sure we give you all a clear understanding. We're not knocking, downplaying, devaluing, degrading, dishonoring, disrespecting anyone.
Right.
We're just basically telling you that this is what, this is what you do.
Yes.
Based on biblical standards.
Yes.
And there's nothing wrong with, I go to church on Sundays. There's nothing wrong, but I don't see why I should not be able to connect with you.
Right.
I don't see why, you can be a Jehovah's Witness. I would still want to connect with you.
Right.
You could be a Catholic. I want to connect with you because there's something that could or should be learned from everybody.
Right.
And when it's all said and done,
we're still brothers.
Amen. Come on. So with that being said, Audrey likes your photo. I hope Audrey is tuned in. Your wife is tuned in because I want to make sure that.
I think she is. She just tried to call me.
Oh, did she? Okay. I want to make sure that if don't nobody else see this, I want Audrey to see it. So again, Israel's Church. Help me out.
Israel's Church
of the Living God Learning Center. Okay, let me make sure I keep that in mind. Pastor Russell here, ICC presents 7th annual, and I'm going to keep saying this because, of course, we're going to take some of this footage out and edit it and make sure we add it. But I wanted people, the reason I wanted to have you come in, first of all, is because no one can really break this down the way you can.
Yes.
Okay, and I want people to also I love visual. Put a face with the voice.
Yes, sir.
A lot of people can discern a spirit based on visuals. I can see you. I can hear you. Let's put it this way. When you make a phone call to a company or a bill collector, and on the other end, it says, push 1 for, it kind of drives you crazy sometimes, versus, hello, thanks for calling, so you can talk to somebody. I like people to kind of visualize and see, because people can look at you and say, he's a sincere brother. I really like who he is, what he's doing. And like I said, I don't knock anything or anyone. And I don't want people that's out there listening and watching this to have any, I guess you could say, negative opinion about it.
Yeah.
Especially without being open-minded enough to give it a chance.
Right. Well, one of the things that we want to convey in the Black History program, Well, there's several things, but one in particular, um, the things that's going on in our communities and not just here in Lake County, Illinois, but all over United States, our young men and some young ladies being incarcerated or being shot down in the streets or what have you. So all of these things are written in the Bible about our people. And so that's what we're trying to convey to our people, that the things that are going on with our community, with the black community in particular, these things are written in the Bible.
Right.
And so, and that's what we're going to do, if you will, like break it down and show you that these things are in the Bible. And indeed, the Bible is talking about our people.
Right.
And so that's what we want to convey to people, that our people are the Israelites. If you're of slave ancestry, your people came over here on ships such as mine did, that 9 times out of 10, chances are that you are an Israelite.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like I said earlier, we don't care about the fact that if you're a Muslim or Catholic,
Right.
or we don't care about any of that. We just want to convey the message that these things that are going on with our people are written in the scriptures, because the scriptures are talking about us.
And we want to invite people out. So this is an invitation.
Yes.
To have people come out and not just, because we number one, we need to show support. We need to support each other in the vision that we have been given. So this is an invitation. So you guys are invited to the 7th annual Black History in the Summer program. Black History is not just 1 month. I agree, man. You just can't imagine how much I get out of that statement. I mean, it's so true, because what we endure, what we have endured up to this point, and what we continue to endure is an everyday process. It's an everyday thing. And people need to understand that there's a lot of things happening, as you mentioned earlier, in our community that really has escalated and has gotten worse, versus better.
Right.
And I don't even want to get into the political realm of things, but just take a look around. Be aware of your surroundings. To be aware is to be alive, and to be alive is to be aware. Just look at what's happening in your own backyard,
right?
And you'll see for yourself. But you are invited to this Black History in the Summer program. And, of course, again, Sunday, June 17th at 2 o'clock p.m. at the Milan Banquet Hall, 651 Lakehurst Road in Waukegan. If you want information, if someone wanted to reach out to you, if they wanted to maybe do some research on the church, if they wanted to get more details about the event, maybe they want to reach out and talk to you personally.
Okay.
I'm sure there's some folk out there that has questions. If they don't, they will. And, we want to give them the opportunity to reach out and have you respond to any questions that they might have. We didn't say debate. Right. We didn't say argue.
Right.
We just said reach out and connect and communicate with.
Yeah.
I got to keep an open mind. You want to share how they can reach you and maybe your social media avenues?
Okay, yeah. On the personal side, you can give me a call. I mean, it's 847-636-4792. Like I said earlier, I'm Pastor Rodney Russell. You can give me a call. We can have a discussion about this. You can go on our website. That's israelschurch.org, israelschurch.org, or you can follow us on Facebook. That's Israel's Church of the Living God. We also come on Comcast, Channel 17, on Wednesdays at 6:30 p.m. And so you can check out our cable program. We broadcast live on the cast, okay? And on Facebook, too, on 1:30 p.m. on Saturdays or the Sabbath, 1:30 p.m., you can check us out live. You can also go to our YouTube channel. That's ICOTLG 567. ICOTLG 567. And you can look at some of our previously recorded videos on YouTube.
Awesome. Well, to break that thing down, and I know that you have all of these intimate details on your website.
Yes.
So we want to make sure that we repeat the website address one more time.
That's israelschurch.org, israelschurch.org.
And of course, again, we invite you out. This is a invitation for you to come out and be a part of the 7th annual Black History in the Summer program. Of course, brought to you in part by Israel's Church of the Living God. And of course, the theme here is reclaiming our true identity. Again, the date, Sunday, June 17th, 2:00 p.m., the Milan Banquet Hall, 651 Lakehurst Road in Waukegan. Knowledge, fun, music, refreshments, raffles. We are going to just have a joyous time, and you are officially invited. Now, I know a lot of people may be asking, is there a cost to be at this event?
Yes, we are accepting donations for $10. Children get in free. And so we, like I said, be accepting donations for $10. And the kids will be at the door to collect the donations, but the children get in free.
Okay. All right. So you heard it. We are accepting, or it is being accepted as a $10 donation. And of course, children. Is there a certain age cutoff or anything like that?
No.
Okay.
No age.
If you look like a child, you can get in free.
Nah.
All right. So come on out. Really, come out and just, you know what? If you just come out with an open mind, see what's going on, hear what's being said, what's being taught, try to garner a good understanding, you will probably 9 times out of 10 leave with something if you come looking. You know, so it's important that you understand that we must approach situations such as this one with an open mind to embrace what it is that we're trying to accomplish, and that's unify. You know, so it is Black History in the Summer, and of course the 7th annual program, June 17th. I can't say that enough, 2:00 p.m. We're inviting you to come on out. As Pastor Russell has told you, it's going to be a learning experience, but we are more than happy to let you know that you will be blessed, you will be pleased when you leave. I guarantee that. And of course, it is your official invitation. Before we let you go, Pastor, if there's anything else that you would like to share, because I know we've discussed it, and we don't want to give away too much.
Right.
But this is specifically focused on making sure we invite people out to this Black History in the Summer program. So if there's anything else you want to share with them before we let you go ahead.
Yes. Well, you know, we all have went to high school, and we got the Black History from a 400-year perspective. And so our history goes back thousands of years. Mm-hmm. And so we're going to show you that our history goes back to the prophets and to Abraham. And so, you know, this is a type of history and Black history that you can't get in a textbook. Mm-hmm. And this Black history here is definitely coming out of the Bible. And we're going to show you some of our Black history. And, you know, we every year in February, we always hear about Martin Luther King, and that's good. Mm-hmm. Frederick Douglass and W.E.B. Du Bois and all of them, that's fine. But we're going to show you that our history goes back thousands of years because, you know, we as a people, we don't have a country. And so we're going to show you that where we are from, we do have a country. Mm-hmm. So if you come out, I think you will be pleasantly surprised, and you will be informed of your history. Amen. Everybody's got a country but us. Everybody's got an identity but us. Wow. You know, we say that we are African Americans. Well, that's a country, a continent. That is not a country. So, you know, the Hispanic people, they can say, well, I came from Mexico or Puerto Rico or what have you. The European, you can say, well, I came from Britain or any parts of Europe. Mm-hmm. They have a country. Mm-hmm. But we're the only ones that say, well, we're African American. That's a continent. We don't have a country. We do, but we don't say that. Right. We always say African, which is a continent. So when you come to check out the Black History program, you will find out that we are people, we have a country, we have a history, just like everybody else. Wow. That's good stuff, man. That is great stuff. I'm excited because it's going to also be a learning experience. Yes, sir. And sometimes we follow suit based on what we have constantly heard. Mm-hmm.
We dive right in.
Right.
We've been doing it. I've been guilty of it many, 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 many times.
Yes.
You know, I won't even get into some of the scenarios, but I've been guilty of diving in and doing or saying things based on what I've heard over and over and over and over again. So once I've heard it for so long, I began to receive it.
Right.
You know, and now it's just it's almost second nature. You know, and a lot of that goes to a point to where really I just don't know.
Right.
So they used to say, I used to hear people say giving honor to God all the time. You know, and not even really doing my research on it, I dived right in. So automatically I would get up and say giving honor to, because I've heard it. You know, I've heard it over, but like I said, I won't get into that. But a lot of times, some things just take being an open-minded individual to receive, and maybe, just maybe, you may come out and you may learn something.
That's right.
And that would be the whole idea. We're not trying to teach you, or you're not trying to teach anyone an untruth.
Right.
You know, you're just sharing what you know and what you have come to understand as the truth.
That's right.
And people need to be open-minded and don't be judgmental. As you say, you abide by the 10 Commandments.
Yes.
Thou shalt not judge. It's amazing. You know what I mean? Yeah. So we have to make sure that we look honestly into receiving the information that's going to be shared. Be open-minded, and when you get there, plan to leave with something. Right. You know, this is not just something that we're doing just to do. Right. It's a teaching that's going to go a very long way. So I honor you for that. I honor you, Pastor. I thank you so much for taking this time out. And you can tell we're open-minded here on the GMAP Broadcast Network. We enjoy unifying.
Yes, sir.
Because I know for a fact that there's a lot of things that you can teach me that I may, in fact, just simply may not even be aware of.
And you can teach me too.
Amen. All right, so with that being said, we got a lot of people that have tuned in, and we thank God for your presence on today. We thank you for joining us here on the GMAP Broadcast Network. We hope, we pray that something that we have done or maybe something we have said has been a blessing to your day. Until next time, you have a great Mother's Day. We'll see you on June 17th at 2 o'clock p.m. Is that right?
That's right.
The Milan Banquet Hall, 651 Lakehurst Road in Waukegan. Meet us there. If not, beat us there. Until next time, have a wonderful day. Happy Mother's Day. Take care, okay?